Hey, YouTube Rando here. Wanted to go and get this video out of the way, get it done. It's kind of fucking depressing. A year ago, well, it's been a year next month, July 5th. So a year ago, July 5th, we moved out to the country. Bought a big piece of land, had it built up, paid for the house, all that good shit. We was going to try to make a go of it as, doing a little bit of Homestead, and I was going to run a shop there in town, and, all that good jazz that I've, fed you on different videos. Well, it didn't work out to my advantage. Everybody knows, who's watched my videos before, that we've had some problems here and there, and so eventually we just had to admit defeat and come home. We're back in the city. We still own the property. We still own the property, still have the house, still have the other little house. And, but I think we're going to keep it, just have all the utilities and shit shut down for now. But, luckily I didn't sell my house yet in the city, so, and the reason we moved back, I'll just go ahead and fucking say it, there wasn't no work out there, had to come home, had to go somewhere, had to do something. And sorry about dropping the F-bomb, by the way. It just kind of comes out when I think about the whole situation. We should have been a little bit more prepared about it. We sit here and we preach preparedness, and we were nowhere near prepared to go. So I was just doing a little update video and letting you guys know we're back in the city. So if you see my videos and it's not full of trees in the background, and it's full of cars and streets and whatnot, and well, you know why, because it didn't work out for us down there. So and the day we get back, I mean that fucking night, man, sorry again for the F-bomb, but again it just kind of upsets me. That night a dog got in my yard and killed my damn rabbits. So that really pissed me off. Just did not go as planned. And then that happened when I got home, and it made me want to turn around and go back all over again and try it again, because, oh God, I hate this town. And I was born and raised here. That was the first time, a year ago, is the first time I've moved away from here. My whole family lives here, my brother, my wife's sister, her family she's close to lives down here. She has a sister down there as well. That's kind of why we moved that way, to be closer to her mom and her sister, as close as we are to mine. So, and the land was cheap, but building that land wasn't cheap. And that's the bad part about this whole situation, is now, we're kind of stuck in between. We're going to be here for a while. I was just getting out there, getting it to where I wanted it. I had my garden material anyway to put my garden together. It just, like I said, man, those little towns like that, literally our town was 30 minutes away from us. And if you blink, you'll drive through the town without ever seeing it. So it's a small town, so there's one restaurant, a donut shop, a corner store, and a post office. We don't even have a jail. We use sheriffs. So that's all there is there, and just a small community. There just wasn't enough work for a shop. Everybody would drive the extra 45 minutes to an hour down the road and take it to the big city. Just wasn't enough work. So that's the main reason we came back. And then, but yeah, it just pissed me off that I had just paid to have all the land developed. I did all the work myself. I cut down probably 100 trees, about yay big around, with a fucking hatchet, and then I bought an axe, and then 3 months before we moved, I bought a brand new chainsaw. You know, I have chainsaws, by the way. I cut them down with a hatchet just for fun, and then I did it with the axe just for exercise. And that was the end of that. Finally, I got fed up, and I have a good chainsaw, Husqvarna, and but it was having problems spitting up, so I went and bought a brand new chainsaw just so I wouldn't have to deal with the, you know, the other one. I wouldn't have to go put it in the shop or nothing right now. I'd just get done what I need to do. Wouldn't pay $200 for a Poland chainsaw just to bring out there and use for a season. And now this, so. But hopefully now that we're back in town, we're going to get back on some food preps, start prepping with food again, because as I said in my video before, we had to stop the food prep monthly videos we were doing, the food storage videos. We had to stop those because we were using our preps we had and we weren't putting nothing back. So we probably have maybe 50 pounds of dry goods left. No meat, no nothing like that. So we're down to, you know, minimal, and we're gonna jump back on that, probably try to anyway. It's gonna take a little while to get back on our feet, but once we do jump back on that, I have a really cool video, garage sale find, stuff like that, you know, the prepper find videos I do. I have another one coming up soon, and we're gonna go buy some more rabbits, and I'm gonna secure them and or put them in a more secure location, because honestly, the night we got back, stray dogs got in my yard and killed them. And we have a big old English bulldog, and he goes psycho every time he sees them, so there's always the chance he snuck back there and did it himself. You know, we never heard it. I went out to feed them the next morning. I feed them every morning. They were, you know, both laid up against the sides of their pens, pen knocked over. Both the hutches were knocked over, and they were laid up in the corner of the damn cages dead. So I think the impact's what killed them. Nothing actually got in the cage and got them. So it might have been my bulldog, like I said. Not the pit bull. The pit bull died, and we bought an English bulldog. And he's just a big ass. He's a sweetheart, but he didn't like them rabbits for some reason. He goes ape shit every time he sees them. My other dogs never paid him any mind. You know, we have a hound dog. Hound dog never paid any mind. My pit bull never paid him any mind, and just walk on by him, you know. So I can't blame, you know, the neighbor's dogs or nothing. It might have been my dog that did it, you know. Snuck around, knocked it out, came back out front where it was supposed to be, because they can get underneath my house and go from front to backyard. And if they're sneaky enough, we never know they do it. So that might have been the case, but then again, I really don't think so. I really think somebody's dog got in my damn yard and killed my rabbits. So that was just enough to piss me off to make me want to go back, and we just can't afford it right now. If all else fails, we'll have to eventually sell that property and the house and everything. One of the houses is movable. It can actually be moved out. It's just a small building we had put there that we kind of renovated into a house. It was a brand new building, but the building was like $7,000. Wasn't cheap. And then, you know, you got septic and water, well, all that good stuff. Adds up quick. So we put a lot of money into developing the property, and I did a lot of work, man, for a year, you know, grinding every day after work, whatever, days off. I was outside working in the yard, you know, and it wasn't that big of a property. It's 250 feet wide by 1,000 foot deep. So it wasn't that big, and it was still a lot of work. So even if we have to sell it, we'll take that money and put it up for a property later. And, you know, here in a couple years, 3 or 4 years, after we get, you know, all our shit done here, I'll sell this house for cash, and then take the cash we have from that property if we have to sell it. And then we'll start all over again, try it all over again, and try to do something with the property to actually make a little bit of income. Is the only way we'll be able to do it. We figured that out if we go back there, but there's other places we can go with it, you know, where the economy's a little bit better. There's a little bit more of a variety of people to, you know, deal with. You don't just have the same grandma, grandpa, you know, son-in-law, whatever. Just so everybody knew each other in that town. It was just a tiny little town, and if they didn't know you, you were an outsider. You know, my neighbors love me to death, mainly because they got to shoot all my guns. Anytime I was out there shooting them, they'd come over and pop off theirs, and, you know, I'd shoot theirs, they'd shoot mine, and my guns were always way cooler than theirs, you know. Most of them guys had 30-06s and shotguns, and, you know, I'm pulling out Bulgarian AKs and shit, so they, you know, them rednecks, they get a woody every time they see an assault rifle. But anyways, I just wanted to tell y'all what we're up to. New videos coming out. You know, we're back in the city. We got, you know, fast speed internet out there. I had damn hotspot, so it wasn't shit. It took forever to upload a video, so I just didn't upload any. So this will be my first video upload since we're back in town. Also, I got a new camera, so we're gonna try to change up the video settings there, so you can get a better quality of video. You know, maybe I'll try rehearsing my videos a little bit more so I'm not rambling on. I've gotten a couple of complaints about the quality of my videos, and somebody told me that I say and every other word, so you know. But yeah, we'll get back to you real soon, YouTube. Thanks for watching.